Setting the table for what's ahead for the Yankees. The off day Monday, followed by game one of a two-game series at Wrigley against the Cubs. And it'll be Masahiro Tanaka against Jason Hamill. We'll have pre- and post-game coverage on Yes, and the game itself will be on My 9. Now, his last outing was against the Mets. He got to 6-0, David, and you called that game. What did you see?
Well, you know, the Yankees really needed a stopper that night, and he just dominated, almost toyed with the Mets. You know, he kept a little in reserve. He got better as the game went along, Jack. And you think about what he started in that game. He gave sort of a sigh of relief to the Yankee universe, and since that point, things have gone pretty well.
Right, they've won 4 out of 5 since that start, if you count that start. And David is right. You watched him pitch to those Mets hitters that night, and they couldn't figure him out. Then you heard the Mets batters after the game talk about, hey, guess what? We couldn't figure him out. And that's why I love watching this guy pitch so much, because not that we're thinking with him, but you're watching. Maybe David can think along with him. But you're watching along with him and saying, what is he going to do next? He's behind 2-1. Oh, he's going to throw that pitch outside. Oh, then he's going to go to the splitter. So he has been exactly what the Yankees had hoped he would be and more.
He's been great. But let me just throw this into the mix, David. Cubs are the first team that are going to see him twice. Does that matter?
Maybe a little bit. Wrigley Field matters, I think, probably a little more. It depends on what the wind's blowing out. I used to know when I get up in the morning at the hotel, look out the hotel window. You know which way the wind's blowing by the flagpole. So that could make a big difference in Chicago at Wrigley.
I think it helps that they've seen him, Bob, but if we look at his 2 best starts, we just saw one of them. That was the one against the Mets, and the other one was against the Cubs. 8 scoreless innings. He gave up 2 infield hits against the Cubs. So they've gotten a look at him, but they didn't do much damage.